You were leaning on that rusted Coke machine, name tag crooked, Friday working late. I was counting tips in that corner booth, trying not to stare, trying not to wait. You said, you from here or just passing through? I laughed, guess I'm something in between. You drew a map on the back of my receipt to every dirt road only locals ever see. Back roads and wedding rings, hand-me-down love and simple things, sun-faded photos on the old fridge door, boots by the bed on a cracked pine floor. This town gave us 2 or 3 scars and a dream, but I'd do it all again for what it brings. Back roads and wedding rings. We moved into that tiny yellow house by the grain silos in my high school track. You hung curtains from your grandma's box. I swore this time I'd never pack and leave or look back. We burned our supper, danced in the smoke, paid church friends with pie to fix the roof. You held our baby in a thrift store chair, whispered, we ain't rich, but we got truth. Back roads and wedding rings, hand-me-down love and simple things, sun-faded photos on the old fridge door, boots by the bed on a cracked pine floor. This town gave us 2 or 3 scars and a dream, that I'd do it all again for what it brings. Back roads and wedding rings. Some nights we fight about money or the miles we never drove, and the crickets start their choir and the porch light hums above. You reach for my hand, all calloused and kind, to say, girl, this life ain't shiny, but it's mine. It's mine. Back roads and wedding rings, hand-me-down love and simple things, sun-faded photos on the old fridge door, boots by the bed on a cracked pine floor. This town gave us 2 or 3 scars and a dream, but I'd do it all again for what it brings. Back roads and wedding rings. Back roads and wedding rings. Pick me up in a rusted Ford, mud on the tires, Bible on the floor. Friday night county line, window down, we were 18, talking big about this town. Mama said, girl, don't you rush that heart. Dreams are bigger than the local Walmart. But his hand on mine made the whole world still. Said, I ain't much, but I love you, and I will. Back roads and wedding rings, hand-me-down house with the squeaky screen. We learned love in the grocery line, stretching every dollar, every bit of time. From the bleachers to midnight swings, we built a life out of secondhand things. Might not mean too much to kings and queens, but it's everything to me. Back roads and wedding rings. We lost a baby in 2002, sat on the tailgate, didn't know what to do. He held me so tight I could hardly breathe. Said, if all I ever have is you, that's all I'll ever need. Sunday mornings in the second row, little girl singing where the wildflowers grow. Her crooked pigtails and his blue eyes, proof some prayers take a real long time. Back roads and wedding rings, porch light on kids' shoes in a string. We found grace in a leaky roof, laughing in the kitchen, tracking muddy boots. From the ball games to backyard swings, we stitched our days with the simplest things. Might not mean too much to kings and queens, but it's everything to me. Back roads and wedding rings. Now the kids are gone and the hair's gone gray. We slow dance in the hallway at the end of the day. He still leaves me notes on the coffee can. Love you more than this whole town ever can. Back roads and wedding rings, old front porch and a bell that sings. We found home in each other's eyes, through every little heartbreak, every sweet surprise. From the first kiss to these crow's feet, every mile made the memories deep. Might not mean too much to kings and queens, but it's everything to me. It's everything to me. Back roads and wedding rings. You were leaning on a rusted palm at Miller Chevron out on 9. Coffee in a paper cup and that crooked Sunday smile. I was wearing Mama's borrowed dress, tag still scratching at my side. You asked if I was headed west, I said no, just killing time. Back roads and borrowed dresses, hand-me-down hearts, learning how to confess it. We were too young to name it love, so we called it hanging round. You swore you'd never leave this town, I swore I'd chase some bigger sound. But every song still takes me back somehow to you, in this small town. Your daddy ran the hardware store, mine sang at the Wednesday choir. Friday nights at Benson's Ford, we'd park and watch the county fire. You traced futures on my window, fogged up from the July heat. Two kids in a single cab, talking like we own these truck looked just like you at 16. Baseball cap, that same old grin, and it knocked the wind right out of me. Back roads and borrowed dresses, faded old dreams and forgiven regrets. Yes, we were too real to call it gone, so we just wrote it down. You swore you'd always be around. I swore I'd leave and let you down, but every road still bends right back somehow to you. In this small town, yeah, every road still circles back somehow to you. In this small town. You were 19, changing tires. I was pouring coffee at the diner by the tracks. You'd tip too much and stay too late, talking about the Navy. Then you'd say you're coming back. June turned into letters, grease stains on the corners, dust on every page. Daddy said that boy will leave you. Mama just smiled. Girl, love anyway. Back roads and broken dishes, Sunday lunch, burned out wishes, hand-me-down dreams in a double-wide kitchen, laugh lines deeper than the bills we can't pay. We got a front porch and we got forgiveness. We got a sky full of second chances. If this is all I ever get, I'll say small town life, big time love anyway. Oh, anyway. We bought that yellow farmhouse, peeling paint and tin roofs, singing in the rain. You fixed trucks behind the feed store. I sold dresses, wrote our names in window pane. Baby shoes on the counter beside a past due light bill, jar of loose change. Some nights we fought about nothing, some nights we danced slow in the hallway picture frame. Back roads and broken dishes, late night prayers, quiet wishes, kids' shoes scattered around a crowded kitchen, your old cap hanging on the chair by the door. We got a church pew, we got a witness to every fight and every kiss. If this is all I ever get, I want more. Small town life, big time love and more. I watched you teach our boy to drive, dust and pride in your rearview eyes. Then I held your hand that winter night in that quiet room under humming lights. The doctor talked in circles, you just squeezed my fingers, said we're okay. On the drive home past the high school field, you whispered, if I go first, don't fade away. Back roads and broken dishes, empty chairs, stubborn wishes, talking to your picture in this midnight kitchen. Your flannel still hanging where you left it that day. I got a graveyard, I got your promise. I got a heart that still keeps its promise. If this is all I ever get, I'll still say small town life, big time love anyway. Anyway, small town life, big time love anyway. truck and every name. I stocked the cooler Friday nights, counting tips and dreams and change. He'd draw a heart on paper cups, slide 'em over with that grin. Said one day I'll buy this town if you say yes, I'll let you in. Back roads and broken lines, we learned to love between the signs. Rust on the mailbox, paint flaked in, summer on our faces, diesel on the wind. Small town promises, big old sky, we swore we'd never say goodbye. Funny how forever fits in a county line. We had a trailer by the river, second-hand couch, first-hand hope. We hung our bills on the fridge with magnets, laughed so we didn't choke. He'd come home smelling like gasoline, I'd fried chicken in a cast iron pan. Radio talking about the wider world, he just took my hand. Back roads and broken lines, we built a love between the signs. Rust on the mailbox, paint flaked in, baby shoes on a nail pounded in. Small town promises, big old sky, we swore we'd never say goodbye. Funny how forever fits in a county line. Then winter came in sideways, black ice on Highway 9. They called me from the diner, said honey he was right on time. Now his jacket's on the back of a kitchen chair, his boots by the door like he's still there. And this town keeps turning while I learn to breathe his air. Back roads and broken lines, I trace our story in the signs. A rust on the mailbox, name still his, fresh cut flowers where shadow is. Small town promises, big old sky, I talk to him in the porch light. Funny how forever stays in a county line. So I'll keep the gas pump keys and his cap on the dashboard rack, 'cause loving him was everything, and this little town keeps bringing him back. First kiss in a rusty Chevy, parked behind the high school gym. Your hand shook when you reached for mine, said I ain't never felt like this. Homecoming mums and Friday bleachers, you in that Letterman coat. We carved our names in the water tower, said one day we're gonna go. But these back roads and wedding rings hold more of us than any big dream. Front porch lights, swing that creaks, supper on by 3:30. I thought I'd need a bigger sky to find out who I'd be. Turns out love on Maple Street was everything I'd ever need. You bought that worn out starter house, 2 bedrooms and a leaky roof. We painted walls in borrowed colors, hung our hope in every room. Baby shoes on the kitchen counter, bills stacked by the coffee can. You kiss my head and say we're lucky, I'd laugh and say we're making plans. 'Cause these back roads and wedding rings hold more of us than any big dream. Screen door slam, kids bare feet, chalk dust all along the seats. I thought I'd need a bigger sky to find out kitchen counter, say, we did all right, and I just say thanks. Yeah, these back roads and wedding rings still hold us close when nights get mean. Church bell chime, Sunday see your old hand reaching out for me. I thought I'd need a bigger sky to find out who I'd be. Turns out love on Maple Street was everything I'd ever need. Everything I'd ever need. Oh, it's all I'll ever need. He had oil on his hands, dust on his Sunday shoes. Picked me up in that old Ford truck, said, girl, I got some news. Pulled off by the river where we carved our names in oak. He fumbled with that little black box, then laughed before he spoke. Back roads and wedding rings, picking wildflowers in the spring. Two kids with more heart than money or means. We traded big city dreams for a front porch and warm blue jeans. If this is all life ever brings, I'm rich in back roads and wedding rings. We bought the yellow farmhouse, peeling paint and sagging roof. Paid the bank with overtime, held the baby under that tin rainproofs. Friday night down at the diner, every face a chapter I know. My lipstick on his coffee cup, his boots dusted up with row after row. Back roads and wedding rings, picking wildflowers in the spring. Two kids with more heart than money or means. We traded big city dreams for a front porch and warm blue jeans. If this is all life ever brings, I'm rich in back roads and wedding rings. We've buried some people we thought would live forever. We fought in the kitchen, made up in the heather. There's gray in his hair now, there's lines around my eyes, but his hand still finds mine at every county fair ride. Oh, back roads and wedding rings, picking wildflowers in the spring. Two hearts that held on through everything. You can keep your mansion keys, give me gravel fields and swing set squeaks. If this is all life ever brings, I'm rich in back roads and wedding rings. So rich, rich in back roads and wedding rings. bag tilted sideways, same old linoleum floor. I was hauling 2 for ones and mud on my work boots. You laughed at my red dirt, said, boy, that's honest as it gets. Back roads and wedding rings, hand-me-down shirts and second-hand dreams, sun-faded mailbox with our last name leaning. Friday night lights on a rusted bleacher scene. It ain't fancy, but it's everything. This love, this town. Back roads and wedding rings. We bought that yellow house on the edge of county line, shingles missing on the roof, but you swore it'd be just fine. Painted over pencil marks where some other kids had grown. Now our baby's on the porch swing, kicking barefoot, humming home. Back roads and wedding rings, grocery lists and late night feedings, handwritten numbers on a dusty fridge door. Church shoes waiting on the Sunday floor. It ain't perfect, but it's everything. This love, this town. Back roads and wedding rings. Some folks chase skylines, high-rise windows shining bright. We got fireflies and screen doors and a porch light left on all night. When the bills stack high and the truck won't start, you curl up on my shoulder and the world feels small in ours. Back roads and wedding rings, laughed out fights and forgiven things, your old quiet dress and a cedar chest, my daddy's watch on your nightstand rest. It ain't famous, but it's everything. This love, this town. Back roads and wedding rings, yes. Yeah, it's you, it's me, this little main street. This love, this town. Back roads and wedding rings. He was leaning on a dust-covered Chevy outside Miller's feeding grain. Baseball cap, fresh oil on his fingers, that half-crooked smile again. I was buying feed for Daddy's old mare, name tag from the diner still on my shirt. He said, I'll race you to the county line. We laughed till our faces hurt. Back roads and wedding rings, that's how this story sings. From a 2-pump town to a front porch swing, we had big sky dreams on a shoestring. You and me and all these back roads and wedding rings. First years we were counting our quarters on the dresser in a jelly jar. You'd come home smelling like motor oil. I'd be closing down that bar. We turned that shotgun house on Maple into something soft and warm. Sunday mornings, coffee in the kitchen, your boots by the back door. Back roads and wedding rings, that's how this story sings. From a to a pump town to a front porch swing, we had big sky dreams on a shoestring. You and me and all these back roads and wedding rings. Now the kids are moved out and mama's old now. I drive her past the high school field. She still points out where you first kissed me, says some loves are built to yield. We've had slam doors, late nights, hard words, still you reach for my hand when it stings. Through every storm this town could throw us, we held on to these simple things. Back roads and wedding rings, that's how this story sings. From a to a pump town to a front porch swing, we had big sky dreams on a shoestring. You and me forever. Back roads and wedding rings. He was leaning on a dust-covered Chevy outside Miller's Feed and Grain. Baseball cap, fresh oil on his fingers, that half-crooked smile again. I was buying feed for Daddy's old mare, name tag from the diner still on my shirt. He said, I'll race you to the county line. We laugh till our faces hurt. Back roads and wedding rings, that's how this story sings. From a two-pump town to a front porch swing, we had big sky dreams on a shoestring. All these back roads and wedding rings. First years we were counting our quarters on the dresser in a jelly jar. You'd come home smelling like motor oil, I'd be closing down that bar. We turned that shotgun house on Maple into something soft and warm. Sunday mornings, coffee in the kitchen, your boots by the back door. Back roads and wedding rings, that's how this story sings. From a two-pump town to a front porch swing, we had big sky dreams on a shoestring. You and me and all these back roads and wedding. The kids moved out and mama's old now. I drive her past the high school field. She still points out where you first kissed me, says some loves are built to yield. We've had slam doors, late nights, hard words, still you reach for my hand when it stings. Through every storm this town could throw us, we held on to these simple things. Back roads and that's how this story sings. From a two-pump town to a fronted porch swing, we had big sky dreams on a shoestring. You and me forever. Back roads and wedding rings. mansion right off Highway 35. Mama kept the books and a Bible by the register at night. You pulled in with smoke on your bumper, dust all over your blue jeans. Asked if there was somewhere to eat. I said, just this town and me. Back roads and wedding rings, beer cans and a front porch swings. You gave this small town girl big, wild, tangled dreams. We built a life on hand-me-down things, kid bills and late-night swings. Funny how forever fits in simple little scenes. Back roads and a wedding rings. We danced in a gravel parking lot to a song from a passing car. You said, I ain't much for talking, but I'm better at loving hard. We bought that rundown yellow farmhouse, paint peeled, roof leaking rain. You called it our starter castle, I just took your last name. Back roads and a wedding rings, beer cans and a front porch swings. You gave this small town girl big, wild, tangled dreams. We built a life on hand-me-down things, kid bills and late-night swings. Funny how forever fits in simple little scenes. Back roads and a wedding rings. Now the kids are gone on their own roads, the station's just a rusted sign. We still slow dance in that kitchen, your old boots keeping time. If this is all we ever get, love, it's still everything to me. From that first tank of gas to this old rockin' sea. Back roads and wedding rings, beer cans and a front porch swings. You gave this small town girl big, wild, tangled dreams. We built a life on hand-me-down things, laugh lines and Sunday hymns we sing. Funny how forever feels like ordinary springs. Back roads and a wedding rings. Yeah, funny how forever is you sitting here with me. Back roads and a wedding rings. You were pumping gas off Highway 9, name tag crooked, tired blue eyes. I was home from school for just one night, buying coffee, chasing old July. Your mama waved from the cashier stand, said, you remember her, she used to hold your hand. And I laughed it off, but my face got hot. Funny how a single town forgets you not. Back roads and wedding rings, rust on the truck, choir that sings. Same old pews, same church bells, secrets everybody knows too well. We grew up, but the map still clings to back roads and wedding rings. I ran far, you stayed near, but my heart keeps circling here. Friday nights at the Wild Horse Bar, you'd park my dreams in the gravel lot. Talk about land and a beat-up farm. I talked about stages and taking my shot. Now your picture's in the diner by the door, two little girls in boots on a hardwood floor. You slide me fries like you used to do. Say you made it out, I'm proud of you. Back roads and wedding rings, rust on the truck, choir that sings, same old pews, same church bells, secrets everybody knows too well. We grew up, but the map still clings to back roads and wedding rings. I ran far, you stayed near, but my heart keeps circling here. I wore bright lights like a borrowed dress. You wore this town like a Sunday vest. Now every song I sing out on the road has your name hid in a line only I know. If I'd stayed, would it all feel right? Or just another what if in the night? Back roads and wedding rings, rust on the truck, choir that sings, same old pew, same church bells, secrets everybody knows too well. We grew up, but the map still clings to back roads and wedding rings. You found home, I found a stage, but you're still written on my page. So I drive slow past the county line, windows down to hear that old sign creak. This little town in my bloodstream, your last smile in my rearview wink. Back roads and wedding rings, that's the song my memory sings. He was leaning on a rusty blue Ford out back of the feed store lot, chewing on a toothpick, laughing with my brother when he called me, red as my mama's crock pot. I was working nights at the diner, name tag crooked on my chest. He'd slide into booth 17 after church, say, "You look tired." I'd say, "I'm blessed." Back roads and wedding rings, that's how my story sings. Coffee in a thermos, sun coming up on us. You don't need diamonds when you got simple things. Just a shotgun house, a Friday night kiss. Back roads and wedding rings. We got married in Daddy's hayfield, neighbors' chairs and a borrowed dress. Preacher read a verse, somebody's kid cried. We all laughed right through the stress. Drove away in that same old pickup, cans clattering on the gravel road. I said, "We ain't got much." He said, "We got enough." And my heart finally felt like home. Back roads and wedding rings, that's how my story sings. Paycheck to paycheck, but always neck to neck. You don't need diamonds when you got simple things. Just a shotgun house, a Friday night kiss. Back roads and wedding rings. These days the kids fill up the kitchen, bowl of grapes and homework spread. He's got gray at his temples, I got lines in my eyes, but he still kisses my forehead. Storms blew through, we lost his factory, tore up plans we never made. But his hand in mine at the kitchen table made the fear start to fade. Back roads and wedding rings, that's how our story sings. Dishes in the sink now, toys in the front yard grass. You don't need diamonds for a love that lasts. Just a shotgun house, a Friday night kiss. A life built out of little things. Yeah, it's back roads and wedding rings. So if you see us on that gravel, tailgate down at sunset's end. It's just two kids and older bodies falling in love again. Back roads and wedding rings, that's still my everything. You were pumping gas off Highway 9, name tag crooked, sun in your eyes. I was headed west in a borrowed car, map on the seat, heart in a jar. You said, where you from, with that sideways grin? I said, far enough, I ain't going back again. You left and topped off my restless tank, wrote your number on $1 from the tip jar bank. Back roads and wedding rings, coffee in a kitchen that squeaks when it rains, kids' boots by the back door, grass-stained jeans, love in the quiet wedged in between. This little town and the life we dream. Back roads and wedding rings. Your mama cried the day we said I do. Church fans waving, sky so blue. Reception with sheet cake and lemonade. Your cousin's band on a plywood stage. We moved right into that yellow house, hand-me-down couch, paint on your blouse. I burned the roast, you burned the toast. We laughed like fools and held each other close. Back roads and wedding rings, coffee in a kitchen that squeaks when it rains, kids' boots by the back door, grass-stained jeans, love in the quiet wedged in between. This little town and the life we dream. Back roads and wedding rings. Oh. Now the kids are grown, Friday night lights are just an echo from those bleacher nights. You hold my hand at the dairy freeze, sharing a cone like we're 17. I think of that $1 from the tip jar till folded in my Bible, tucked there still. All the miles we drove on faith and fumes led us right here in this living room. Back roads and wedding rings, coffee in a kitchen that squeaks when it rains, photo frames on faded seams, names carved deep in the old oak swing. This little town and the life we dream. Back roads and wedding rings. Back roads and wedding rings. Daddy's truck still leans to the right, paint's all burned, but the engine's fine. I drive it past the high school sign, where your name and mine once shined in white. Mama waves from that front porch swing, same old dog, same wind chimes ring. You said this town would clip your wings, so you chased some bigger city dream. But these back roads don't forget your name. I still hear you laughing in every rain. You were barefoot, wild in my blue jean jacket, singing way off key at the county fair racket. If you ever feel lost when the big world turns, there's a porch light here and a love that burns. Yeah, the highway might forgive and fade, but these back roads don't forget your name. Heard you come home most Christmases now. Fancy car, someone else in the crowd. I watch you from the grocery aisle. You look older, but you still fake that smile. You ask me, so did you ever get out? I say, I stayed, I had my doubts, but this little town took care of me, and it's kept your secret memories. 'Cause these back roads don't forget your name. I still feel you riding in every lane. You were moon-kissed, bold with that chip-tooth grin, talking about forever like it couldn't end. If you ever feel small in those shining towers, there's a gravel drive and a field of flowers. Yeah, the highway might forgive and fade, but these back roads don't forget your name. Maybe you were right to go, maybe I was right to stay. We both made our beds, I know, but some nights I still pray that you'll turn off that distant road, follow every broken sign, find the rust and dust and ghosts of your heart and mind. 'Cause these back roads don't forget your name. Every curve still whispers it just the same. You were first kiss, fire in a July storm. We were too young to know what love was for. If you ever get tired of the life you chose, there's a small town girl who still holds you close. Yeah, the highway might forgive and fade, but these back roads don't forget your name. Whoa. These back roads don't forget your name. Oh no. He picked me up in a rusted Ford, high school gravel in the summer air, hand-me-down jeans, Friday night lights. He said one day I'll get us out of here. But the years roll slow like the river bends. Same old diners, same old friends. We learned to dance between the could-have beens, and the life right in our hands. Back roads, wedding rings and Sunday things, laundry on the line while the church bell sings. Love in a house with a leaky roof, hand-me-down dreams that they feel like truth. That a quiet little town on a two-lane road can fill up a heart till it overflows. It ain't diamonds, it ain't grand big schemes, it's back roads, wedding rings and Sunday things. He bought a place off County Line, white paint peeling on the front porch rail, rocking chairs and baby shoes stacked by the door with the mail. There's a picture on the mantle now of two kids grinning in a cap and gown. We didn't leave, but they just might, and we'll wave as they drive out of town. Back roads, wedding rings and Sunday things, biscuits on the stove while the choir girl sings. Love in a house where the floorboards crake, payday prayers getting stretched each week. But a quiet little town on a two-lane road still finds a way to keep hope. So did a diamond, these back roads, wedding rings and Sunday flames. Some nights I wonder who I'd be if I chased down every wild daydream. Then you pull me close in the kitchen light, and it all feels right. Oh, it all feels right. Oh, it all feels right. Back roads, wedding rings and Sunday faints, kids calling home when the phone line rings. But in a house built of scraped up hay, coffee and kisses at the break of day. Yeah, this quiet little town on a two-lane road is the greatest story I've ever known. It ain't diamonds, it ain't grand big schemes, it's back roads, wedding rings and Sunday flames. Back roads, wedding rings and Sunday flames. He picked me up in a faded Ford, dust on the dash, July on the corn, paper cups and a slow dirt road, laughing at jokes only we both know. Mama's porch light waiting late, crickets singing while we stayed, talking about leaving, talking about dreams, bare feet swinging off that old porch swing. Front porch forever, that's what we swore. Two young hearts on a weathered wood floor, kissing in the dark by the screen door glow, thinking love was all we'd ever need to know. Years roll by like a long freight line, but I still see his hand reaching out for mine. In this same old house, in this same old sweater, I'm holding on to our front porch forever. Bought this place from my old man, paid in paychecks and calloused hands, baby crib in the second room, name picked out for the next June moon. Sunday dinners, neighbors came, potluck pies and the high school game. He hum along to a radio song, spin me around when the nights fell long. Front porch forever, that's what we swore. Two worn rings on a kitchen drawer, coffee in the dawn, kids in the yard, living off faith and a punch clock card. Storms blew through, took more than time, but I still feel his arm wrap around mine. In this same old house, in this same old sweater, I'm holding on to our front porch forever. There's a dent in the rail from the night he knelt, tear stains hid where the shadows fell, his boots by the door, hat on the nail. Sometimes I swear I hear his Chevy on the gravel trail. I talk to the stars when the sky turns red, thanking the Lord for the life we had. Front porch forever, that's what we swore. Now it's just me and that creaking floor, rocking in his chair when the day gets thin, singing his name like a hometown hymn. Time moved on, but it left me signs, every nail, every board, every whispered goodbye. In this same old house, in this same old sweater, I'm living out our front porch forever. The sun goes down on this little town, streets gone quiet, stars come out. I close my eyes, feel his hand in mine. Front porch forever. One more